Language School. Super Youth, Superstar 7B, Lesson 1, Infinitive of Purpose. Jim and Norma packed up all their things and moved into a new house right on the sunny coast of California. Norma got to work on cleaning all the garbage out of the house, whilst Jim went down to the hardware store to pick up some things to fix up the house. They agreed that they would meet back at the house at 1 p.m. for lunch. The store was very big, and there were so many things to choose from. Jim decided to buy a tape measure and a hammer to put some pictures up on the wall. Next, he picked up a saw in order to cut down some of the big trees in the garden. When he finally got home, he found Norma asleep at the table, with lunch laid out all around her. She had been working so hard all morning. Jim looked at the clock. It was already 3 p.m. He must have lost track of the time. Answer the following questions. 1. What did Norma do while Jim was out? 2. What was the hardware store like? 3. What time had they arranged to meet up? 4. What did Jim buy at the store? 5. What did Jim plan to cut down in the garden? 6. What time did Jim finally come home? Page 4. Practice speaking. 1. A hammer. 2. A screwdriver. 3. A drill. 4. A saw. 5. A tape measure. 6. A needle. 7. A washing machine. 8. An oven. 9. A toaster. 10. A rice cooker. 11. A blender. 12. An iron. 13. A kettle. 14. A dictionary. 15. A correction pen. 16. A pencil sharpener. 17. An eraser. 18. A computer. 19. A highlighter. 20. A globe. 21. A whiteboard. 22. A pair of scissors. 23. A compass. 24. A compass. Page 6. Lesson 2. Adjectives. The missing boy. One late summer's eve, Mrs. Hall took her son, Tom, to the fair near their house. There were many stalls around the field selling delicious cakes, pastries, and cotton candy. There were stalls with games inside: hook a duck, throw the ring over the bottles, shoot the hoop, and coconut shy. There was even a small roller coaster there. Mrs. Hall had only turned her back for 5 minutes to talk to one of her neighbors when she turned around to see that Tom had disappeared. She looked around, but she couldn't see where he had gone, and finally had to call the security to ask them to help her search for him. They asked for a description of him. She told them he was short and thin, and with messy black hair. She said he was happy and excited before he left her, but since it was a while ago, he was probably hungry and thirsty now. The security helped Mrs. Hall look for a long time when, all of a sudden, Tom appeared. His face was pink with cotton candy, and he had a huge grin on his face. Mrs. Hall wanted to be angry with him for leaving her without saying anything, but all she could do was laugh at his candy-covered face. One. Where did Tom and his mother go? 2. What kinds of food were there? 3. What was there for entertainment? 4. What happened? 5. Who helped Mrs. Hall look for Tom? 6. What did they ask Mrs. Hall for? 7. What was on Tom's face? 8. Why wasn't Tom's mom angry with him? Page 8. Adjectives. 1. Tired. 2. Sleepy. 3. Pretty. 4. Handsome. 5. Beautiful. 6. Ugly. 7. Hungry. 8. Thirsty. 9. Smart. 10. Stupid. 11. Interesting. 12. 11. Interesting. 12. Boring. 13. Lazy. 14. Hardworking. 15. Happy. 16. Unhappy. 17. Bored. 18. Excited. 19. Nervous. 20. Scared. 21. Funny. 22. Angry. 23. Awful. 24. Delicious.
Page 10. My best friend is Susan. She is my good friend and my favorite neighbor. She is a smart girl with fair skin. Happy. I like her funny voice. It sounds interesting. She is very entertaining, happy, and helpful in nature. She really understands me. She's always ready to help me. We go to school together every day and play sports in the playground near our houses. Tell me about your friend. What does he or she look like?
Page 11. Lesson 3. Linking verbs. It is a winter's day, and it is very cold outside. The snow is falling. It covers the ground. Snow falls for 6 hours, but finally it stops. Tom feels cold. He puts on his thick jacket. He goes outside and builds a snowman. It looks funny with its pointy carrot nose. Tom seems very happy. Answer the following questions. A. What is the weather like? B. Who feels cold? C. What does he build? D. How does it look? E. Does he seem unhappy?
Mr. Brown looks cool. He makes a rabbit disappear in his hat. Then he makes it reappear. He turns a rabbit into a scarf. He gives you a deck of cards, and you secretly pick a card. He already knows which card is yours. He knows so many cool tricks. His show looks amazing. He becomes very famous in the city. Answer the following questions. A. Who looks cool? B. Does make a rabbit disappear, then reappear? C. What card trick does he do? D. How does his show look? E. Does he become famous?
Page 12. Linda and Lisa felt hungry. Linda chopped the carrots. They looked fresh. Lisa washed the beef and started cooking the soup. She tasted the soup. It tasted sweet and delicious. Linda and Lisa ate the soup together. They didn't feel hungry anymore, but they felt sleepy. Answer the following questions. A. How did Linda and Lisa feel? B. Who chopped the carrots? C. Who tasted the soup? D. How did the soup taste? E. Did Linda and Lisa feel hungry afterwards?
Last night, Tom and Mary went to bed early. They said their prayers. They seemed tired and sleepy. They got into their beds. Tom turned off the light. Mary heard a noise, and she felt scared. Tom turned on the light. They looked around the room. Everything seemed okay. They turned off the light, but Mary heard the noise again. She turned on the light. They looked around. They were very scared now. They called their dad. Tell your friend this short story without looking at the book.
Page 13. Linking verbs. Doesn't look happy. She looks sad. The chicken tastes delicious. The beef doesn't taste delicious. The beef tastes awful. The flowers smell good. The fish doesn't smell good. The fish smells bad. Their song sounds interesting. His song doesn't sound interesting. His song sounds terrible. The man feels cold. The woman doesn't feel cold. The woman feels hot. They get angry. The man doesn't get angry. The man gets tired. Tired. Page 16. Page 16. Lesson 4, Review 1. Once upon a time there was a beautiful young princess. Her hair was long and golden, and her eyes were as blue and deep as the ocean itself. She lived in a grand castle overlooking a lake in a big forest. Her parents kept asking her to find a smart, handsome prince and to get married. But all of the princes she had ever met were neither handsome nor smart. One evening she felt sad and decided to go for a walk through the woods. The woods were enchanted and magical. As she was walking through the woods, she came across a river running enchanted and magical. As she was walking through the woods, she came across a river running through a glade. The noise of the water sounded loud compared to the calm of the forest. She felt thirsty and bent down to take a sip of the water. It tasted cool and refreshing to her lips. Suddenly, a diamond from her necklace came loose and fell into the river. She tried to look for it, but she was out of luck. The princess was so upset and sat down crying when a frog appeared by the side of the river. He started to talk to her. Princess, I can get your necklace back for you, but in return you must promise to let me have dinner with you and live with you tonight. At first the pretty frog, but she knew she had no choice if she ever wanted to see the necklace again. She agreed and took the frog home. She almost forgot about him after he'd left the next day, until he came back again the following night. She felt sorry for him and decided to let him stay. After the third night, she woke up and found not a frog, but a handsome prince in her room instead. The prince told her he had been cursed by a wicked fairy, and she had broken the curse by letting him stay. The prince and the princess soon fell in love and lived happily ever after.
1. Why did the princess decide to go for a walk through the woods? 2. How did the water sound? 3. How did the water taste? 4. What happened to her necklace? 5. What did the frog offer? 6. Did the princess take the frog home? 7. What did the princess find after the third night when she woke up?
Page 21. Lesson 5. The present perfect tense. We have cooked a big dinner. I have brought the food. Here the drink.
I have cooked the meal. She has cooked the meal. I have laid the table. She has laid the table.
I have helped Mom. He has helped Mom. I have been so hungry. He has been so hungry. I have been asleep. He has been asleep. I have waited for the meal. It has waited for the meal. Page 24.
Hey, Peter. I have not seen you for ages. What have you been up to lately?
Haven't you heard yet? We moved to New York last May. I've started school in New York.
You made many new friends there? Have your studies been good so far?
Well, I have made 5 good friends so far, but I hope to make more. They have helped me out a lot with my studies. So how about you?
Well, I have been pretty stressed out lately. You know, I also had to move to a new school 2 weeks ago, and I have had quite a lot to do since then.
Oh, my bus has arrived. I have to go now. Hope to see you soon.
Me too. Take care, Peter. Bye.
Page 26. Lesson 6. The present perfect tense. We use the present perfect tense to talk about our experience up to the present. Have you ever visited Disneyland? Disneyland? No, I've never been there. The present perfect tense. We use the present perfect tense to talk about a completed action in the very recent past. Have you yet?
Have you fed the dog yet?
Sorry, Mom, I haven't done it yet. Page 28. The present perfect tense. We use the present perfect tense to talk about repeated actions at an unspecified time. How many times have you watched this movie?
I've watched it 4 times.
Page 29. The present perfect tense. A lovely dinner. My parents have come to my grandpa's house early to prepare for dinner. My uncle and aunt came after them. A lovely dinner. My parents have come to my grandpa's house early to prepare for dinner. My uncle and aunt came after them. My parents have brought a lot of things to cook. My aunt and my uncle have brought a bottle of wine. My mother and my aunt are cooking. They cook really well because they have done it many times before. The dinner is ready, but my dad has not opened the bottle of wine yet because he has never done it before. Finally, we can have a lovely dinner together. Answer the following questions. A. What have your parents come to your grandpa's house early for? B. What have your parents brought? C. What have your uncle and aunt brought? D. How many times? E. How many times has your dad opened a bottle of wine?
Page 31. Lesson 7. The present perfect tense. Hello. Hi. Excuse me. What's your name? Where are you from? My name's Marisol. I'm from Mexico. How about you? My name's Lee. I'm from Shanghai. I'm Chinese. Have you ever been to China? Yes, actually, I've been there twice. I have a Chinese friend who lives in Beijing. Oh, really? I've actually never been to Beijing, but I wish I could go one day. Have you ever been to Mexico? No, not yet. To Mexico? No, not yet. I went to a Mexican restaurant to eat tapas last weekend. But that's the closest I've come to Mexico. Did you like the food? You know, my parents own a restaurant and a hotel in Mexico. If you ever come, I would like to invite you to stay with my family and enjoy the food there. Thank you so much. How long have you studied English? You speak really well. Thank you. Actually, not that long. I've only studied English since 2010. And you? I've studied English for 3 years now, but I'm still not very good. How many times have you been to this restaurant? Have you tried the smoked fish yet? It's incredible. I've been here, but I haven't tried that yet. Would you like to eat together and talk more? Okay, that sounds great. Page 33. Look at the following sentences. How long have you lived in Paris? I've lived in Paris for 7 years. How long have you played the piano? I have played the piano for 2 years. How long have you studied English? I have studied English since 2002. How long have you worked there? I have worked there since 1990. How long have you known Sally? How long have you known Sally? I've known Sally for 5 years.
Page 37. Review 2. A. Look at the pictures and make sentences with the past simple or present perfect. 1. Play ice hockey using the word never. 2. Go diving using the words last week. 3. Dance using the word already. 4. Play with the toy using the word just. 5. Build a snowman using the words last winter. 6. Swim using the word today. 7. Water the flower. The prize using the word never. 10. Sleep on a hammock, using the words last night. 11. Practice singing, using the word yesterday. 12. Play soccer, using the words this week. 13. Play video games, using the word just. 14. Discuss the topic, using the words for 2 weeks. 15. Wash my face, using the words already. Again, 15. Wash my face, using the word already. 16. Travel, using the word last year. 17. Wash the car, using the words last Friday. 18. Be friends, using the word last year. 17. Wash the car, using the words last Friday. 18. Be friends, using the words for ages. 19. Travel by plane, using the word never. 20. Read this book, using the words since Monday.
Page 38. B. Have you ever? 1. Win a sport game. 2. Plant a tree. 3. See a kangaroo. 4. Prepare dinner. 6. Relax in a hammock. 7. Speak English on the phone. 8. Have a pet. 9. Ride a bicycle. 10. Dance. 11. Feed the bird. 12. Come home late. 13. Fall off your bike. 14. Sleep in a tent. 15. Go camping. 16. Fly a kite. See a ghost. 18. Save money. 19. Help your friend. 20. Miss a class.
Page 39. Review 2. How many times have you 1. Watch Tom and Jerry. 2. Hug your mom. 3. Eat at a restaurant. 4. Play video games. 5. Help your grandma. 6. Visit your grandparents. 7. Go swimming. 8. Go fishing. 9. Travel with your family. 10. Sleep late. 11. Forget your book. 12. Miss a class. 13. Go to school late. 14. Listen to that song. 15. Talk to your idol. 16. Review a list of verbs. 17. Walk your dog. 18. Get up late. 19. Wear the wrong clothes. 20. See a pop star.
Page 40. Up, up, and away. Michael and Tanya have been on vacation many times, but they have never been to Africa. It is the school holidays, and Tanya has taken the kids to stay with Grandma, so now the couple has the chance to go. Michael has already booked the flight. They have packed their suitcases, and they are both feeling excited. After a long flight, Michael and Tanya have finally arrived in the Tanzania airport. They checked into their hotel early, so they have decided to go on a hot air balloon ride. Good afternoon, everyone, the tour guide said. Has anyone been on a hot air balloon before? Nobody answered. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we have prepared lunch for you. Second, you are going to watch a safety video. Finally, you will get on the balloon. Now, the balloon has taken off. Tanya looks like Michael asked. You look as white as a ghost. I've never done anything like this before, Tanya said. I'm so scared I'm going to fall out. Chill out, Tanya. You can only fall out once. Just try to enjoy yourself. Tanya eventually started to relax. Look, Michael. I have just seen a giraffe. Yes, look over there, he said. There are crocodiles, hippos, and lions too. When they got back, it was nearly dark. Today was super fun, Tanya said. I don't know what could be better than that. Well, have you ever swum in a waterfall? Michael asked. No, I haven't, she laughed. Well, get ready. I've rented a motorcycle. No, I haven't, she laughed. Well, get ready. I've rented a motorcycle. We're going to do that tomorrow. 1. Has the couple been to Africa before? 2. Who has Tanya taken the kids to stay with? 3. How did Tanya feel and why? 4. Which animals did they see? 5. What has Michael planned for tomorrow?
Page 41. Lesson 9. Phrasal verbs. School life. To brush up on. To check over. To fall behind. To find out. To find out. To hand in. To look up. To put off. To give up. To catch up with. To read through. Page 42. Phrasal verbs. School life. He'll take an exam tomorrow. He's brushing up on his English. She'll give the test paper to the teacher. She's checking over her paper now. He hasn't studied hard recently. He's falling behind in history. She doesn't believe my story. She's trying to find out the truth. He's doing homework now. He'll hand in his homework tomorrow. Page 43. John doesn't do homework because he's tired. He puts off his homework. She was in the cheerleading squad last year, but she isn't in it now. She wants to give up cheerleading. You are studying badly. You should try to catch up with your friends. Henry loves the book very much. He read through the book last night. Page 44. Phrasal verbs. School life. A school newspaper held a competition for students to write about their school experience to win a trip to Germany. This is the winner. My name's Tom. I'm 12 years old. I have been studying at my school for 5 years and I love it. On my first day at school, everything looked so. The library is my favorite place in my school because it's quiet and it's easy to catch up with my studies. Everyone at my school has to learn a language, and I chose German. My grandpa is German, so he taught me a lot, but I needed to brush up on my skills. I thought the class would be easy, but it was really hard and I fell behind. It is difficult to find out what certain words mean because I have to use a big dictionary to look up words, as I don't on a computer. Last week we had to write an important essay. I was nervous, so I put it off. It got to Friday and I had to work really hard to complete it. I just wanted to give up. I finished it in time, but when I went to hand it in, I checked it over and found out lots of mistakes. I used up two corrections pens in just 1 hour. I thought I'd done badly, but I later found out that my essay was the best in the class. I hope I win the trip to Germany so I can practice and get more confident in my language skills. 1. What is Tom's favorite place at his school and why? 2. Is Tom's grandma German? 3. Why did Tom have to use a big dictionary? 4. Was Tom's essay good or bad? 5. What country do you want to go to and why?
Page 46. Lesson 10. Phrasal verbs. School life. Proud. 2. To sign up. 3. To show up. 4. To add up. 5. To write up. 6. To do over. 7. To look over. 8. To fill in. 9. To hand out. 10. To get along.
Page 47. Phrasal verbs. School life. 1. She has just realized the answer. She has figured out the answer. 2. John wants Peter to join the soccer club. Have you signed up for the soccer club yet? He asked. 3. The students waited for the teacher for 40 minutes, but she still didn't show up. 4. Mark had got the math problem wrong. He had added it up incorrectly. 5. The class returned from their trip incorrectly. 5. The class returned from their trip. The teacher asked them to write up their experiences. Page 48. Lesson 10. Phrasal verbs. School life. 6. No, Tim, the teacher sighed. This essay is all wrong. You will have to do it over. 7. Tomorrow, Lauren will have to give a presentation to the class. She has written a speech and asked her older sister if she could look it over for her. 8. Danny wanted time off school because he was sick. The teacher made him fill in a form. 10. Most of the class got along with each other, but Mike and Dave always fought in class. Page 49. Phrasal verbs. School life. First day of soccer practice. Peter was a little nervous. He had just signed up for the new soccer team, but he wasn't sure if he would be good enough. He showed up anyway, and he was happy to see that his friend, John, had also showed up and was there waiting for him. First of all, he had to fill in a form in order to receive his new kit. After that, John took him to the office where the new kit was handed out. It was a red t-shirt with black shorts and black and red socks. Peter saw around 20 pieces of paper on the desk, just like the one he had filled in. He had black shorts and black and red socks. Peter saw around 20 pieces of paper on the desk, just like the one he had filled in. He figured out there must be at least 20 new players who were new to Team 2, so he felt less nervous after that. As soon as training began, Peter found out that he got along well with all of his teammates, and he started having a great time. He later found out that a few of his teammates lived near his house, so he could get a ride home with their parents after practice. Peter loved playing soccer from then on, and he told everyone he would never give it up.
1. Why was Peter nervous at the start? 2. Who did he see there that he knew? 3. Why did he have to fill in a form? 4. Where was the soccer kit handed out? 5. What color was the kit? 6. How many other people did Peter think were joining the team? 7. Did Peter have any problems with his teammates?
Page 51. Lesson 11. TV programs. 1. Viewers. 2. A couch. 3. A couch potato. 4. A remote control. 5. Breaking news. 6. Breaking news. 6. An anchor man. 7. A game show. 8. A host. 9. Guests. 10. A talk show. 11. A commercial. 12. A drama. 13. A comedy. 14. A reality show. 15. TV channels. Page 52. TV programs. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? One of the most popular quiz shows of all time is called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? There are many different versions of this show all over the world. First, guests sit in the chair facing the host, the hot seat, and compete for the big prize money, the jackpot. On the American show, this is $1 million. Then they have to answer a total of 15 general knowledge questions which have multiple choice answers before they win the prize. After the first few questions, the host lets the contestant decide if they want to take a smaller amount of money, known as the consolation prize, instead of answering more questions. If they are stuck at some point, they can choose to take a hint. They can either ask the audience, phone a friend, or take 50-50, which is where 2 of the 4 possible answers are removed to make it easier. 1. What is a hot seat? Take 50-50, which is where 2 of the 4 possible answers are removed to make it easier. 1. What is a hot seat? 2. Is this show only popular in one country? 3. What do the contestants have to do at the start of the show? 4. How many questions are there in total? 5. When can the contestants choose to take a consolation prize? 6. What 3 things can they do if they cannot answer? 7. Have you ever watched this program? Page 55. Practice speaking. 1. What is one of your favorite TV shows? A. Why do you like it? B. When is it on? C. Does your father like it too? 2. Are you going to watch TV tonight? 3. What did you watch on TV yesterday? 4. Do you like... Insert the name of a TV show. 5. Do you prefer listening to the radio or watching TV? 6. Do you think it is good for children to watch TV? 7. How often do you watch TV? 8. What do you usually watch on TV? 9. What kinds of TV programs do you usually watch? 10. Describe a TV program. I'm going to talk about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, one of my favorite TV shows ever. As far as I can remember, it was originally a UK TV game show, and it made its first debut in Vietnam around 10 years ago. This was kind of a quiz show in which contestants have to go through a set of 15 questions with increasing difficulty. The first 5 questions are pretty easy, and they always give me and my family a good laugh. Contestants are given 4 lifelines to help them with difficult questions, and most of them are usually used up when the contestant reaches around question 7 or 8. The entire show is a sea of knowledge. Many questions from different fields are asked, ranging from basic things like ingredients needed to make cookies to academic stuff like physics and archaeology. You know, I'm quite a curious kid. I've hardly missed an episode. The knowledge gained from those shows has been really helpful to me in many of my school quizzes. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite TV shows ever. Page 61. Lesson 13. Gerunds as subjects. 1. Cycling. 2. Hunting. 3. Hiking. 4. Fishing. 5. Swimming. 6. Camping. 6. Camping. 7. Skiing. 8. Traveling. 9. Surfing. 10. Rock climbing. 11. Canoeing. 12. Bungee jumping. Page 62. Gerunds as subjects. 2 school friends have been asked to discuss some outdoor activities for their school to do during the upcoming summer vacation. Some of the activities are the present participle and others are gerunds. See if you can circle the gerunds. Hey Anna, have you ever been bungee jumping? George is responsible and checks the equipment carefully.
Really? Well, I still don't think it would be suitable for the students in our school. They would be too scared. What about cycling? I went cycling on Thursday of last week and it was great fun. You can see a lot of scenery. It's not dangerous.
I think the students would be a little bored. Some of them bike to school every day. Do you like swimming? I went swimming in the local lake last weekend and it was fantastic.
Is that the lake in the nature park? I was hiking there not so long ago when I saw a sign saying you could camp there. We could organize a camping trip too. We could include camping, fishing, swimming, and I hear you can even go canoeing there too.
That's a great idea. Camping is fun.
Trip too. We could include camping, fishing, swimming, and I hear you can even go canoeing there too.
That's a great idea. Camping is fun, swimming is good for health, fishing will be relaxing for the students, and canoeing is really exciting. It will be a great trip. 1. How many activities did Bill suggest to Anna? 2. What did Anna think about bungee jumping? 3. Why did she think it would not be suitable for her school friends? 4. What 3 things did Anna like about cycling? 5. Where did Bill go swimming? 6. What did Bill think about swimming? 7. Which 4 activities did Anna suggest that they could do? 8. Did Bill like Anna's suggestion or not? My hobby is running. I know I do not look much like a runner, and it is true I am not very fast. Even so, that is the activity that I like to do in my spare time. I started running just 18 months ago, as I decided I needed to get fit, and I thought it would be a cheap way to exercise. I have made lots of friends through running. Running is important to me because running keeps me fit. It has helped me make new friends. I hope you all find activities that you enjoy doing in your spare time. Page 66, Lesson 14, Gerunds as Objects. 1. Like. 2. Love. 3. Dislike. 4. Hate. 5. Enjoy. 6. Stop. Quit. 8. Practice. 9. Suggest. 10. Finish. Page 69. Gerunds as objects. Subjects, objects. 1. Reading books helps you become smarter. He likes reading books. 2. Traveling broadens your mind. She suggests traveling to Hawaii. 3. Smoking is bad for your health. He quits smoking. 4. Eating lots of junk food can make you fat. She stops eating junk food. 5. Listening to the teacher is a good habit. She practices speaking English. Page 71. She practices speaking English. Page 71. Lesson 15, Review 4. Hello, have you received my order yet?
Yes, we have. It should be on its way to you now, sir.
How long have you had the order for?
We've had the order since Wednesday.
I'd like to check on a few items, please. Have you sent out the 100 kettles I ordered yet?
Yes, we've already sent those out.
Have those washing machines been delivered yet?
No, not yet. They're still in the warehouse. They're too big to send on our small van. I've just measured them with the tape measure. We'll need to order a truck.
Okay, that's fine. How about the toasters? Have they been sent out yet?
You on Thursday.
That's good. Oh, one final thing. I need to order 10 extra irons, please.
Have you received the other 40 you ordered yet?
I'll have to check, but I don't think so. Not yet.
I'm sure they will be there soon.
Thank you for your help. 1. In the dialogue, they were talking about electrical equipment. How many objects did you recognize? 2. Can you remember some others that you have learned? 3. How many tools can you remember? Can you spell them? Page 75. Review 4. Infinitive of purpose. I buy a kettle to boil water. To compass not to get lost. I buy a kettle in order to boil water. I use a compass in order not to get lost. I buy a kettle so as to boil water. I use a compass so as not to get lost. Linking verbs. She is happy. She becomes happy. She appears happy. She feels happy. She seems happy. She looks happy. The song sounds good. The coffee smells good. The leaf turns yellow. The boy grows taller. The man gets angry. The soup tastes good. Tastes good.